the Mustang mind is because your mind is like a Mustang. It's strong, it's powerful, it's fast. Okay, if you do a little brain research, you know that the mind, your brain, can handle trillions of facts. It can handle thousands of simultaneous function. I'm talking to you, I'm moving my hands, my brain is telling me what to say, my stomach is digesting, my circulatory system, my respiratory system, they're all functioning. You get the point. Your brain is amazingly powerful. There's nothing like it. And if you don't know how to manage it, then you're going to be in trouble. So we need to learn how to manage our Mustang mind. I also found a place in the Bible where God actually calls us, Mustangs. In Jeremiah chapter 5, it says, "You are well-fed, lusty stallions, each man neighing for another man's wife." And I thought, boy, how appropriate. God knows us men. Now, when it comes to your mind, there's a certain way that you have to manage it, and I want us to read 2 Corinthians 10:5 together on that subject. "We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ." Now, I want you to circle demolish arguments and every pretension. Okay? That is not a passive picture of mind management. That is an aggressive mind management principle. Now, what are we to aggressively manage our mind against? Well, scroll down that line and circle against the knowledge of God. When thoughts present themselves that go against what you know to be true in your relationship with God and His priorities for the people in your life and how you're to treat them, those are the thoughts that you have to destroy and you have to know how to manage. Well, what do you do with those? Well, if you read on, it says you take them captive and you transform them. Well, how do you do that? Good parable for that was when I got to Canada the other day. When you fly to Canada, they make you get off at a different terminal, and then they have you walk down, the cattle ropes, and everybody's going to meet the little person in the box, right? The little guy with the hat on, has the uniform on, and you get your passport and your declaration, and you make your way up to the front of the line, and then, they do this, and then you come, and there's the guy in the box, and you take your passport, and he says, "Hello, Mr. Luck, welcome to Canada. What is your business here? I'm going to do a lecture in Edmonton. Is that a lecture at a university?" "No, it's at a church. I'm a pastor." "Okay, and how long will you be with us?" "I'll be here a couple of days." "Okay." And he kind of gives me the visual, grabs his little stamp, and welcome to Canada. Okay, now that's the picture that we just saw in 2 Corinthians 10:5. You run your mind like a custom station, where a thought presents itself, you examine it, and you decide whether you're going to let it in or kick it out based on your desire to be God's man. And what kind of thoughts are the rogue thoughts, kind of the terrorist thoughts? Well, those are the thoughts that damage your relationships with God and with people. It's sort of this picture, the post-9/11 picture. Our borders of our country were very porous. They're still vulnerable, but man, the energy after 9/11 to guard the borders. And that's what the Bible says about your mind. It's like a country, and you can let in thoughts that are the equivalent of terrorists, that if you allow them to dwell in your mind and stay in your mind, and you give them a home there, eventually they will do acts of terror in your life, and they'll turn on you.